The Newsday continues here in One News Now. I'm Jago Castro. Some areas in Metro Manila have been submerged in flood following last night's heavy downpour brought about by Typhoon Aguy. Some motorists passing Rizal Avenue in Malabon welcomed their Wednesday morning in heavy traffic. This as some portions of the thoroughway saw gutter-deep floods, leaving drivers to traverse slowly. The stretch along Malabon's Barangay Ibaba and Barangay Agustin also saw a similar situation. Aside from heavy rains, high tide caused a nearby river to overflow and trigger floods in the area. Mandaluyong also saw bouts of heavy rains last night. However, the local government has yet to evacuate any residents over the threat of flooding. As of this morning, Metro Manila remains under signal number 1. Typhoon Aguy and the enhanced habagat have also triggered flooding in other parts of the country. The Philippine Coast Guard had to rescue several residents of Barangay Bacungan in Puerto Princesa, Palawan. This after they were trapped in their homes due to heavy rains. Some of those rescued were senior citizens and children. Rizal residents had no choice but to walk in knee-deep water, which has prompted evacuation in the municipalities of Binangonan, Teresa, and Baras. Meanwhile, in Occidental Mindoro, flooding, which started on Monday, continues to persist. And in Bacolod City, several roads were submerged, almost resembling pools, causing traffic in Barangay Singkang Airport. Meanwhile, Pag-asa spots Typhoon Aguy over the waters near Fuga Island in Cagayan. As of 7 a.m., the typhoon was spotted wobbling over the coastal waters of Apari. It's packing maximum winds of 175 kilometers per hour and gusts of up to 240 kph. Aguy is moving west-southwestward at 15 kilometers per hour. Due to its wobbling motion, Pag-asa says a landfall over northwestern Cagayan is not ruled out. The typhoon is forecast to exit PAR by tomorrow morning. But for now, signal number 4 is hoisted over the northern portion of Cagayan, including Babuyan Islands, the northern portion of Apayao, and the northern portion of Ilocos Norte. Residents of these areas are warned of significant threat to life and property. Meanwhile, the following areas are under signal number 3: Batanes, the rest of Cagayan, the rest of Apayao, the northern portion of Kalinga, the northern portion of Abra, the rest of Ilocos Norte, and the northern portion of Ilocos Sur. The areas flashed on your screens are under signal number 2. While these areas now flash on your screens are under signal number 1. These include Metro Manila and parts of Calabarzon. Aguy is also seen to enhance the southwest monsoon that will continue to bring rains over the western portions of Central Luzon, Southern Luzon, and Visayas in the next 3 days. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. President Bongbong Marcos is set to meet the King of Malaysia later today. The President will head to the National Palace, where a state welcoming ceremony will be held. Marcos Jr. will also meet with Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to discuss the bilateral deals between the Philippines and Malaysia. The President vowed to seek stronger bilateral ties with Malaysia upon meeting the Filipino community. He also thanked Filipino workers for their contribution in the growth of domestic economy.
Unang-una, dahil napakaraming Pilipino rito. At kaya kailangan natin tiyakin na lahat kayo ay naaalagaan at lahat kayo ay maayos ang kabuhayan at nabibigyan ng mga pagkakataon kung bakit kayo lumipat at umalis sa Pilipinas.
The chief executive also reiterated his goal to secure more foreign investments for the Philippines. He is in Malaysia for a 3-day visit, his 13th official foreign trip since assuming office last year.
Yung mga nakukuha po nating investment na galing sa iba't ibang bansa. Dahil hindi po tayo, pagkatapos ng pandemya at pinapatibay namin ang ekonomiya, ay sabi namin kung sa Pilipinas lang, doon lang tayo maghahanap ng investor, baka kulang. Kailangan natin ng malaking investment. Kaya nag-iikot po kami sa buong mundo.
The Bureau of Corrections is under red alert following a fight that left one prisoner dead. The deceased person deprived of liberty was identified as Alvin Barba. 9 other PDLs sustained gunshot wounds following a fight between 2 inmates. It's still unclear as to how inmates got hold of guns, but the duty officer was relieved during the investigation. Meanwhile, last June 15, parts of a PDL's body was found submerged in a septic tank in one of BuCor's dorms. He was identified as Michael Cataroha. BuCor suspects there are more bodies in the septic tank as some PDLs have went missing as far back as 2019. President Marcos Jr. accepts the resignation of 18 ranking police officials. This comes amid a thorough investigation into the alleged involvement of more than 900 police officers in the illegal drug trade. The President's decision to accept the resignations was made upon the recommendation of a 5-person advisory group. The PNP said the resigned officials will be monitored to preclude them from exerting influence in performing illegal activities. Some updates from the NDRRMC. According to official data, over 1,000 people have been evacuated as of 8 a.m. due to the combined effects of Aguy and the southwest monsoon. These residents are from regions 1, 2, 3, and 6. The NDRRMC is also validating data on casualties. At least 1 person reportedly died due to the combined effects of Aguy and Habagat, while at least 2 were reportedly injured. Over 44,000 people are affected across 8 regions, while above 11,000 were displaced. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 10:30 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.